Hey, welcome back once again to Festively Fabulous.
Hello.
Our craft beer advent calendar opening vlogs. We're on to December 11th. Got to do more than one. Yeah. Okay, without much further ado.
Do we do it? Or are you doing it?
No, I'm going to do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do it. Only because I think I might have already knocked the number 11 gate off. Can't see where it is. Oh no, here we go.
It's at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hold the box. Shit. There we go. Okay, up next.
Oh, fucking hell. Bowman's!
Yes, yeah, another Bowman Ales Limited. Wallops Wood. A good light chestnut colour and a rather more malty than hoppy flavour. You know, I think something that's a complete fucking change of pace for Bowman's. And do you know what the worst thing is that I've just seen? Apart from the fact that there is a shit ton of sediment, have a look at that, in the bottom there. It's also on my lid, look at the top.
It was like that for me before, yeah. Mine's just like actually floating in it. Yum! Beer sand. Oh yeah, it's all there as well now.
So this is the third... Amy? No, I thought I was going to fizz over. This is the third Bowman Ale we've had, right?
Mm.
And I know for a fact there's a Bowman IPA that goes on about on the back. So that's 4 of 24.
Yeah. There must be.
That's 1 in
there must
6.
be like some affiliation with Bowman's or
There
something.
must be for them to own 1/6 of the flipping calendar. We haven't come across anything else yet that's had more than one from the same brewery.
I don't understand why Bowman's is the only ale that we've been drinking that's got this much fucking beer sediment. I don't get it.
Well, I was saying the other day, it's because there's no expiration date on beer as such. I'm
You
going to
also
stop
don't get
there.
as much.
So because of that, these have probably been packed up for months and they've been resting for ages. So when they were first bottled, it wouldn't have been like that, but it's because they've been sat for however long.
Well, rip.
Well, I think I've largely managed to avoid getting it in the glass, which is a good thing because oh, look at that though. Look at that, minging, manky, gross.
Oh, I don't like it.
Cheers. You don't like it?
No, actually, I don't know.
Do you know what it is? Every single one of the Bowman Ales that we've had so far tastes nearly identical to me.
Yeah, it's just like some of the strength of the flavours is different, but it's all the
just,
same flavour.
It's all crappy bitter.
Like this is a bit too. I don't know how to describe it. Too malty.
See, I don't think that. I think it's, well, I'd prefer it to be more
You know what it reminds me of?
malty than, like the whole hum we had before. That was malty and stupidly hoppy, and it just didn't, it ruined both aspects of it.
You know what this reminds me of?
It's okay.
Caffrey's.
Yeah. Also, I'm not sure what's going on with how it's carbonated, but when we both opened ours there, it fizzed up loads, but now I'm drinking it, it's flat as a fart.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like no head or anything.
I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter to Bowman Ales Limited, I think, telling them that they need to just shut up shop. The world would be a better place for them not making beer in it.
Yeah.
Great for, you know, getting
Old man.
rust off off your bike chain or something. Not good for drinking.
Well, I found a lovely list for our Christmas chat.
Alright, well hang on.
But
Because-
first off, we need to do the rating.
This is called Wallops Wood, right?
Mm.
And their actual premises is based in Wallops Wood. So, you know, they've named the beer after where they're from in something really original. That would be like me if I brewed a beer calling it Peter Lee.
Peter Lee. Delicious.
Bowman Hills Limited, Peter Lee.
Ordales Limited, Peter Lee.
Do you know what? If I had this is the Peter Lee of beer. Just rubbish.
Rip.
It's not like, okay, rating. Let me have another drink. I'm going to give this 4.5 presents out of 10. Because it's pretty rubbish, but to me, it's better than the Pilsner yesterday.
The more I drink this, the less shit it is, but it's still canny shit.
It's just really, really average.
So
it's got no redeeming qualities whatsoever. It's just.
I'm gonna give this 3 snowflakes out of 10.
What's your? That's your lowest rating, isn't it? I think.
So,
I think you give the same to the Goose Island
urban
wheat beer, as you like to call it.
Urban wheat beer.
Urban.
Yeah, that's my lowest I've gone so far. In fact, you know what, right? I'll change that because this isn't as bad as the urban wheat beer. I'll give it 3.5 snowflakes.
Yeah.
Because it's not as bad as the urban wheat beer. It's close second.
That's why I'll give it the 4.5 because it's not as bad as the Pilsner.
So.
No, it was awful.
Right.
It takes quite a lot for a beer to make me twist my face. Like, really peaty whiskey or something, do you know what I mean? Yeah, that'll make it screw my face up. But, like, for beer to do that, it's got to be pretty bad.
Yeah, you weren't loving it, like.
Oh, then give me this list that you've procured.
This is the top 12 tips for Christmas.
According to BBC Radio 2.
Exactly. Right, number 1. This is a bit late, really, because we are on the 11th of December now, so it's kind of like...
We're halfway through the month.
Yeah. But, number 1, make sure you plan in advance. Plenty of simple things you can do to get ready for the chaotic fluster of Christmas Day.
I was going to say, just give us the Cliff Notes, don't read the whole thing.
Get your vegetables prepared and frozen early. From planning experience-based gifts that don't require miles of wrapping paper and excessive rolls of tape, prepare these things now and you'll thank yourself later. Number 2, get the tree right. Because nobody likes a shit Christmas tree. Make sure every branch is dripping in sparkle.
Surely I mean, don't get me wrong, right? I love...
Pretty rubbish.
I love the bluster of Christmas. I love the pomp and the ceremony of it all. So our tree is covered with everything it is dripping in stuff. But I know a lot of people like quite minimalist trees. So, you know, what if you're one of those people? What if you've got a fibre optic tree? Does it still count?
Yes, I got bored of that list though because it's really bad. It's very BBC too. BBC Radio 2.
I'm sure I was listening to Radio 2, you know.
Well, sauce, but it's shit. So I found some better ones. Oh, here's an interesting one about Japanese people.
Right.
Japanese people.
Oh, they've got a KFC thing or something, don't they?
Oh my god, how?
What was that it? They got a KFC on Christmas.
Prematurely.
It is cool though, it's interesting.
Japanese people traditionally eat KFC at Christmas dinner thanks to a successful marketing campaign 40 years ago.
Yeah.
KFC is so popular that customers must place their Christmas orders 2 months in advance.
Yeah. I'd
How
all
crazy
go
is that?
KFC.
I'd do KFC for Christmas, like.
I would if I was in Japan, I wouldn't over here.
No.
But I like if you ever looked at any of the like the menus and stuff for like McDonald's and things in different countries. Like they're not like they are over here. Like they're entirely different. Like the ones in Japan they've got I can't remember what the word is, but they've got like soy and something burgers with like seaweed and stuff, and do you know them black buns?
Charcoal buns.
Yeah. Stuff like that. They've just got like all the stuff over there is like entirely different to what we have.
Well, in Spain, in McDonald's, you can get half a pint as one of your drinks.
You can in France. I remember when we went to Paris when I was quite young, and we went to McDonald's and I saw beer on the menu and I was like, I was blown away by it. I was only like, I don't know, 12 or 13 or something maybe, and I was just like, that's amazing. I was like, Mom, I want a beer with me. with me like Big Mac or whatever, and she wouldn't let it.
No. Would like to hear a dark Christmas fact.
Okay.
The Nazi Party tried to turn Christmas into a non-religious holiday, celebrating the coming of Hitler. With St. Nicholas replaced by Odin, the Solace Man, and swastikas upon the top of Christmas trees.
I mean, I could go really political here and say that with, like, you know, everyone's insistence on not potentially offending any other subculture or other religion, that it's already became a non-religious holiday. But, you know, well, I suppose we'll save that for another video. Maybe after Christmas when we're not feeling festive. We'll do a special Boxing Day one where all we do is just twist. Should we ask the fish opener what he gives, what's it called, Wallop's Wood?
Yeah, go for it.
Oi oi! 1 oi oi out of 10. The fish opener is not a fan.
Not a fan.
Come on then, give me some, like, you're just reading this list here. It's meant to be for the people list.
Many of the perpetually open Denny's restaurants were built without locks.
How is that even remotely related to Christmas?
Which was problematic when they decided to close down for Christmas for the first time in 1988. Got loads of people like
just went to Denny's.
rampaging. Yeah.
I said I was going to look up what that
You haven't.
that like Norse fairy tale or whatever it was, and I haven't. This list thing's crap. I'm not enjoying it. Well, you literally just sat there reading the list.
I'm getting the interesting bits.
Would you
During Christmas,
me and everyone else was just sat here in dead air.
During Christmas, in Newfoundland, people called mummers dressed up in crude disguises and go from house to house, dancing and playing music while the host tried to identify them. That would be really funny if you went like a stranger's house. Be trying for ages.
I suppose it only works if they know who you are for them to guess in the first place.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be like, it would be impossible.
Some zoos accept donated Christmas trees as food for their animals because, as we said in yesterday's video, you can actually eat your Christmas tree.
That's quite nutritious if you're suffering from
natural,
scurvy.
If it's natural, not artificial ones.
If you're suffering from scurvy, just eat a branch.
Yeah.
Especially if it's dripping in sparkle.
Yeah. There's a village in Peru where people settle the previous year's grudges by fist fighting.
That sounds amazing. Let's
and
go
they
there.
start off the new year with a clean slate. How rude! You try to say you want to fist fight us, bro.
Not you, but
There's a picture of two kids squaring up in front of a crowd of people as well.
I love that. I wish people around here, like in the UK, would do that. Should actually let you fight it out and be done. You know, in like Indonesia and that, right? Like where one of our Saylat systems comes from, they because they live in like a village, right? Everyone has a job, so you'll have like the blacksmith and you know the farmer and whatever. And one dude's job in the village is to be the village fighter, and that guy settles all disputes for the village. So what happens is like, say if I don't know, I'm out and I shoot a gazelle or something, right? I have no idea on the fauna of Indonesia. No, like animals. So like I don't know what lives there.
Okay.
I shoot some game animal, right? And it's on another village's patch, right? They could lay claim to it, but I shot it. So who does it go to? Well, the easy thing to do is I send my village fighter in and they send theirs in, and whoever doesn't die gets to, like, that's an example, but all disputes between other various sort of little village collectives like that get settled by a fight to the death, and whatever the outcome, everyone's happy with it. They just get on with it, they're like, alright, and then they train up another guy. I'm not necessarily saying a fight to the death's the way to go, but everyone's happy with that. They're just
can you imagine
our guy lost.
In like this country, in this culture, like people would be fighting the death over like Facebook.
Well, it doesn't have to be to the death. Do you know what I mean? But I think that'd be a great idea. New Year's Eve, right? If you and one of your mates has had a falling out, just go around there,
punch his face in.
have a fist fight. Whoever wins, wins, and that's it.
Yeah.
Not always been saying stuff about it like this. It's like, well, he was chatting up me missus. He was sliding into me missus's DMs, but when I had a fight with him, he just knocked us out, so I can't argue with that. Or I knocked him out, so it's settled. Whatever.
Fair enough. Here's an interesting fact for you. Nearly all of the most popular Christmas songs, including Winter Wonderland, Chestnuts Roasting, and I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, were all written by Jewish people.
Who don't celebrate Christmas?
Yeah. Celebrate Hanukkah instead. You'd think that Jewish people wouldn't. Well, I suppose it's money, isn't it? At the end of the day. I
mean, do you know what it is, right? Friends has forever tainted me when it comes to Hanukkah because it just makes us think
Christmas
of
armadillo.
the Christmas armadillo. Yeah. I'm the Christmas armadillo.
So the fact that I told you to finish off the last episode about Oslo selling Christmas trees to London.
All right,
World War II.
Good eggs. Oslo, good guys.
Yeah, in 1918, and for the past 40 years, the Canadian province of Nova Scotia has sent the city of Boston a large Christmas tree as a thank you for their support after the 1917 Halifax explosion.
Yeah, very nice.
That's nice. Everybody's sending Christmas trees to each other.
Exactly. This is what I was saying. Why couldn't anyone send Pete Lee a Christmas tree every year? Because even though this year we don't have the worst one in the country, it's still rubbish.
Yeah, it's still kind of bad.
Last year, I thought they were really lazy. Instead of getting a big Christmas tree, they just bought a gaggle of smaller ones and grouped them all together. But at least they had baubles and stuff on. Now they've done the same, but there's just one set of fairy lights between 4 trees.
It's around a metal barrier.
And then there's a wrought iron fence around it to stop people getting at them. And it's if that doesn't make me feel festive at all. That
it does kind of sum up.
It's all a bit 1984.
Yeah, it does kind of sum up Pete Lee, the place where
you're not allowed to get close to a Christmas tree in case you pinch the fairy lights.
I'll just pinch the full-on tree. So yeah, Christmas facts.
We'll have to think of some new things to talk about tomorrow. Christmas facts aren't doing anything for me really, other than good guy Oslo.
Well, I'm thinking tomorrow maybe we could pull some crackers.
Yeah, we'll have to find something else to rest the phone on because it's currently on the cracker box.
Hashtag first world problems.
Yeah, unlike yesterday's video.
Or it's hashtag third world problems. One last Christmas fact. Christmas purchases account for 1/6 of all retail sales in the US.
I can believe that.
It's probably something similar over here as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I can believe that. What was that you were telling me yesterday about how many mince pies they sold in the UK over Christmas or something? Some staggering amount.
It's insane. It works out where it's 27
every
per person per day.
Every person in the UK, if they spread the amount of... It's something like 350 million or something, right? Over
just the
month of
period,
December.
Yeah.
And it works out that every person has to eat something like 27 a day. I'm sorry, I don't like mince pies, and I imagine there's a relatively large cross-section of the public that doesn't.
See, I don't not like them, but I don't eat many of them.
Exactly.
There's one person out
one
there
a day.
Smashing
That's what I mean. There's a small group of people out there who are putting away 50 pies a day or something. They're doing the lion's share of the work.
I respect you.
I respect you, and I fear your shockingly high BMI index that could probably kill you. So yeah, keep fighting the good fight. The war on mince pies will be won. One man, one pie, how the West was won.
That's the thing though, there's a lot of people who only eat mince pies, maybe once a blue moon or Christmas.
I do. Like I say, I don't really like them. They're not, I'd never consciously buy one. Say if I went around someone's house and they offered us a cup of tea and a mince pie, I'd take it. But I'd never buy them for myself because I don't really like them. They're okay, but they're just not my cup of tea.
There's too much sediment in that for me to finish it.
Pour it back into the bottle. That's why I've left some of mine in the bottom.
You can do that.
I've managed to actually get away without getting hardly any into my glass, so I'm relatively pleased about that. Look at that, man. It's gross.
It is pure gross.
It's like someone shit down the neck of the bottle.
So festive.
Blame Bowman, not me. Right? Oh God, I just put my wrist in this. Well, I was going to wear this hoodie tomorrow, can it now? Stink of flipping beer. Right, you ready?
Right. Day 11,
Down, yeah. And I swear to God, right, I know there's one more Bowman hiding in there, but if it's tomorrow, right, I'm going to flip me shit and there'll be no more videos that will get as far as December 12th. Then you'll just read in the paper about some man going his ends and like going on a rampage.
There will be still videos that'll be me by myself reading Christmas facts to you, so...
You can have me on Skype, on your tablet or something, from the inside of a jail cell. Just be like, oh, that looks...
jacket on and stuff.
Ah, that looks really nice, that. It's not a Bowman's, is it? But yeah, done.
And sometimes when I want to fuck with you, I'll just send you like a 12-pack of Bowman's through.
I don't think it works like that. You don't really get gifts, do you?
Well, you can. Probably not beer, but you know.
Like, honestly, if I was in jail, all that stuff would not reach me.
Why?
Because that's how do they open and check everything, right? And then if like they don't like it, then they just don't give you it. But why would they give you like beer or whatever when like it would cause chew with the population?
Well, fine. I'll just send you the labels from Bowman's Ales.
Yeah, they probably still wouldn't let us have that, but you know. Anyway.
Thanks for watching.
Day 11 done. See you tomorrow for day 12.
Sorry.
Well, it's been emotional.
It has. Goodbye.
Yeah, gentlemen and scholars in no particular order, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.